Hi, boys and girls. Welcome to Monday morning. I was in, well, by the way, I'm wearing these so that you can hear me better. I didn't like the sound that was coming out of the last couple stories that I read. So I'm actually now down in my basement with my handy dandy headset. Anyway, so this weekend I had run out to Target for something. And I happened to stop by those little aisles with the $1, $3 things, and I picked up this cute little mail pouch, which I really thought was really cute. It's got three different envelopes in it, and it has a little card in here that if you laminated this, students could write over and over and over and over, write little letters and put them in their envelopes and deliver them, which I thought was a really cute idea. And it got me thinking about some of my favorite books. That's where we're going to start today. We're going to start with a book called The Jolly Postman and Other People's Letters by Janet and Alan Ahlberg. I'm going to tell you, this was one of my favorite books, and I used it with the upper grades. And I will talk about how I used it at the end of the reading. So let's begin. The Jolly Postman and Other People's Letters. And here is our title page as we know it. Once upon a bicycle, so they say, a jolly postman came one day, far from over the hills and far away, with a letter for the three bears. And you can see here, there's the letter. It says Mr. and Mrs. Bear, Three Bears Cottage in the Woods. And when we open it up, we see that there's a letter here. And, there you go. You won't be able to see it too well, I'm afraid. There's nothing else I can do about I haven't figured out another thing to do with being able to see it. It says, Dear Mr. and Mrs. Bear and Baby Bear, I'm very sorry indeed that I came to your house and ate Baby Bear's porridge. Mommy says I'm a bad girl and I hardly eat any porridge when she cooks it, she says. Daddy says he will mend the little chair. Love from Goldilocks. And she's even drawn. See her right there? She's done some drawings on it. She says, P.S. Baby Bear can come to my party if he likes. There will be 3 kinds of ice cream and a magician. So we're going to put it back in its envelope. And it says, So the bears read the letter, except Baby Bear. The postman drank his tea, and what happened next we'll very soon see. Off went the postman. Yeeks, there we go. Off went the postman, Toodaloo, in his uniform of postal blue, to a gingerbread cottage and a garage, too, with a letter for the Wicked Witch. And there you see it says occupant, gingerbread bungalow, the woods, open now, don't delay, this could be your lucky day. What do we have in here? Oh, it is a Hobgoblin Supplies, everything for the modern witch delivered to your door and den. Covens catered for. Oh, and it has all different things, like if you want some frog powder, or you got a matching tie and sock set for your wizard, cup and saucer tea service, a cauldron, non-stick, easy clean cauldron set. So it's a really cool little brochure for Halloween boots there as well. The big broom for the larger witch is seen on TV. Looking for a new newt? Kind of fun. So the witch read the letter with a cackle of glee, while the postman read the paper, but left his tea. It was green. Oh, let's see if you can figure out this one. Soon the jolly postman, wee hair towel, stopped at a door with a giant bell, and a giant bottle of milk as well, with a postcard for, guess who? Let's see, can you guess a giant bell and a giant bottle of milk? Well, sure, it's for Mr. V. Big, Mile House, Beanstalk Gardens. Do we know the story of Jack and the Beanstalk? And for this, we have a really cool postcard. Thinking of you, on our magic carpet tour. And on the back, he has written a nice little postcard to Mr. Big. And I'm going to read it from Jack. It says, there we go. Dear Giant Big, having a nice time. Me, my mom, and your hen that lays the golden eggs. It's better than traveler's checks. I saw a bloke as we were flying down. He was bigger than you. I've took note of his address. Take care of yourself and your talking harp. I'll be back for that one of these days, I'm sure. Bye for now. Your very little pal, Jack. Got a postcard. So let's put our postcard back away. And it came in our airmail envelope. So let's see what the giant had to say. So the giant read the postcard with the baby on his knee, while the postman wet his whistle with a thimbleful of tea. Once more on his bicycle, the postman rode to a beautiful palace, so we've been told, where nightingales sang and a sign said sold, with a letter for Cinderella. There's a surprise, and it says here, HRH, Her Royal Highness Cinderella, from the palace, Half Kingdom Road. Ooh, very fancy. Let's see. Oh, we've got a couple things in here. Look, it's a book. The Story of Cinderella. It's a little book, and it has the whole story of what happened with Cinderella. Gee, I wonder who could have sent this. Let's see. Oh, we have, this is a business letter, ladies and gentlemen. Ooh, and it comes from the Peter Piper Press. So we should know this is from a publisher. Dear Princess, we at the Piper Press hope soon to publish a little book for young readers in celebration of your recent marriage to His Royal Highness Prince Charming. A copy of this book is enclosed for your approval. We trust the somewhat shortened version of your Highness's most marvelous tale will not displease you. We also trust that you will be comfortable in your new home and live happily ever after. Your humble servant and loyal subject to me, Peter Piper, Managing Director. Peter Piper Press, Peck Place, Pickleton. She's going to get a book published all about her life. What do you think? Should she sign the papers? Let's look and see what she does. It says here. So Cinders read her little book. The postman drank champagne, then wobbled off his rounds again and again and again. Oops. I think maybe he had too much champagne. Oh, let's see. Can you guess where this place is? Later on, the postman, feeling hot, came upon a grandma in a shady spot. But Grandma, what big teeth you've got. Besides, this is a letter for, it says here, B.B. Wolf Esquire, in care of Grandma's cottage. Something corner, Horner's Corners. Couldn't see that. Let's take this out. Ooh, very formal looking. This is from Meeny Miny Mo Incorporated, Attorneys at Law, Alio Buildings, Toll Lane, telephone 1234. Dear Mr. Wolf, we are writing to you on behalf of our client, Miss Riding Hood, concerning her grandma. Miss Hood tells us that you are presently occupying her grandma's cottage and wearing her grandma's clothes without permission. Please understand if this harassment does not cease, we will call in the official woodcutter and, if necessary, all the king's horses and all the king's men. On a separate matter, we must inform you that the Three Little Pigs Limited are now firmly resolved to sue for damages. Your offer of shares in a turnip or apple-picking business is declined, and all this huffing and puffing will get you nowhere. Yours truly, Harold Meany. He's getting in trouble. The lawyers are coming after him. Let's see what happens with the postman here. So Grandma read the letter and poured the tea, which the not-so-jolly postman drank nervously. Why do you think he could be nervous? Oh, uh-oh. Now the jolly postman, nearly done, so is the story, came upon a house where a party had begun. On the step was Baby Bear with a bun, but the letter was for Goldilocks. Goldilocks, please do not bend. Uh-oh. Happy birthday wishes. Today you're 8. Oh, and there's something sliding out of it. I wonder what it could be. Oh, it's a £1 note. So this is money. Why would she be getting money in a birthday card? Maybe because it's her birthday? It says, pat a cake, baker's man, bake me a cake as fast as you can, carry it high on a beautiful plate, and light up the candles. Today I'm 8, to Goldilocks, with love from Mom, from Mrs. Bunting and Baby. Kisses, 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 kisses. Oh, we have to put our card and everything back in our envelope. So, Goldilocks put the money in the pocket of her dress and asked the postman to her party, and of course, she said yes. Once upon a bicycle, so they say, a jolly postman came one day from over the hills and far away, and went home in the evening for tea. Well, one would think he'd had enough tea for the day. He drank it with everyone except for the witch. Oh, and there he is at the end. The end. So, when I taught in the upper grades many years ago, I used to use this, and we would teach letter writing, and we would write to different characters from our different fairy tales and fables that we know. And so I thought this would be a good idea to do with this. So if you would like to write a letter today to Goldilocks, or maybe you want to write a letter to Humpty Dumpty and say, Humpty Dumpty, don't sit on that wall. That's a dangerous thing to do. You can be a hair care product, wanting Rapunzel's sponsorship for her beautiful long locks, some shampoo and conditioner maybe you want to sell her. So that's a fun thing to do, is writing letters. Now let me show you really quickly though about a letter. And we're going to do more of this during the week, so we're going to revisit this a lot. So what we want to do is, when we write a letter, we have 5 parts to a letter. We have the date, the greeting, the body, the closing, and the signature. The date can go over on the right side, or it can go right in this line, wherever you want to do it. The greeting is Dear Mr. or Mrs. or Hi Mrs. Nielsen. The body is what you're writing in the all that you're talking about, and it's just always indented. It doesn't have to be indented again. It can be straight down in the line if you want. Then we have our closing, where we write sincerely or yours truly. And finally, we sign it. So think about writing a letter. Maybe I think I'm going to write to Humpty Dumpty and tell him, Humpty Dumpty, don't sit on that wall, man. That's a bad choice. You'll fall down, and all the king's horses and all the king's men can't put you together again. So stay off the wall. But as I said, you can write a letter to anybody, any of the characters. It's a fun thing to do. What would you write to one of your favorite fairy tale or folk tale characters? What would you say to them? Or maybe just a character from a book that you like. What would you tell them? Okay, so have a good day, and I will see you tomorrow. Don't forget to try to write those letters. If you want to share what you wrote, you can always have Mom or Dad take a picture and post it in the comments section. I'd like to see what you guys come up with. And maybe you don't write a letter because you're my little people. Maybe you draw a picture for Humpty Dumpty or Cinderella or Snow White or the Giant, any of those characters that you'd like to do. Okay, have a good day. Have fun.